Welcome to the Time Management Podcast with me, your host, Abigail Barnes. I'm a productivity coach, global speaker, time management author, and award-winning entrepreneur on a mission to share the 888 formula with the world and to remind you that it's your time. Leave it to me to bring you new time management tips, tricks, tools, and strategies, to introduce you to guests, research, and case studies from around the world, and to give you a simple 5-step process you can follow to uplevel your productivity, achieve your goals, and create a life that exceeds your wildest dreams. I'm so excited that you're here, so let's get started. Welcome to the show. It's you and me, and this week we're talking all about future visioning, how you can meet your successful self. Because when was the last time that you sat and asked yourself if the life that you have is the one that you actually want to be living? We're deep diving into future visioning with an exercise that you can use to meet your future self, aka the version of you who's on a different timeline, living the life of your dreams. It's been taken directly from the training vault of our latest program, Reset Your Success Story. This episode is for you if you know you're meant to be living a different life. It's for you if you can't explain it, but you dream about your other life often. And it's definitely for you if you're ready for things to be different, to make your dream life your real life. I'm so excited. And without further ado, let's dive into this week's episode, and I will see you on the other side. Welcome to Dare to Dream, Visualize Your Success. I'm so excited that you're here. If I had to have a favorite in all of the 6 trainings for this masterclass part of the program, I would say that this is probably my most favorite. This is your opportunity to dare to dream. This is your opportunity to allow yourself to go to places, to see things, to say things, to write things to yourself and for yourself that you wouldn't ordinarily let yourself do, let yourself say, because of the voice that comes in and says, who are you to have that? Who are you to do that? Who are you to dream that? It won't ever happen. It's not possible. Let's leave thoughts like that at the door as we now dive into this training with a clear blank slate. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go, let it go, let it go, let's go. Before we start to visualize, I want to explain visualizing to you. If nobody has ever explained this to you before, when I first heard about this, it was eye-opening. I thought everybody was like me. But it turns out that we don't all visualize in the same way. Some of us visualize with our senses. We see things, we hear things, we smell things, we taste things, we imagine what it's like when we touch things. But 1 to 3% of people are actually unable to create visual imagery, and this is known as aphantasia. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is the first time you have ever become aware of the fact that you visualize in a different way to others. And maybe visualization exercises haven't worked for you in the past. And it might be for this reason. So when we do the visualization exercise, it is going to be inclusive for all visualizing styles. So what is the difference between visualizing and imagining? And let's talk about this in the context of something called mental rehearsal. Now, I'm sure you have come across the stories of tennis players, golfers, Formula One drivers, singers who regularly put themselves into a future state. They visualize themselves playing that game, doing that performance, driving that vehicle. And what we're actually doing is we are combining the visualizing and the imagining states in our brains together in this infinity cycle. So we're visualizing, we're imagining, we're mentally rehearsing. We're visualizing, we're imagining, we're mentally rehearsing. And here's the interesting thing: the brain can't actually tell the difference between a visualization and a reality. The brain is always processing subconscious thoughts and conscious thoughts. The subconscious thoughts are things that it just does on autopilot for us. The conscious thoughts are things that we are aware of, things that we are doing, things that we notice. The brain is so much more powerful than we realize. And what this means is that we have the ability to program and reprogram this brain in a way that we've never thought possible before, because our brain is full of millions of neurons, and all of these neurons are firing together in our brain. They are wiring together and they are creating habit patterns. But these neurons can lose their link. And so they start to fire out of sync. And what this means is that something called neuroplasticity can occur. The brain can rewire itself. And as I said at the start of this training in the welcome video, the reason that I do what I do today is the result of a near-death experience on a work business trip. And that near-death experience actually was a stroke. At the age of 32, a blood clot came off in my brain and I had a stroke. So parts of my brain no longer wire together, and parts of my brain had to rewire. This is why I am so interested in the brain and neuroplasticity, because I needed to know that what happened on that day wasn't the end of my life, that I would be able to rewire and change the way I look at things and change the way I think about things. And I can, and you can. And it's not just for me because of the stroke. It's for me because I noticed and I believe and I allow and I do the exercises and all of the things that we are going to be covering in this training day in, day out. So I am consciously noticing the subconscious thoughts as much as I can, noticing the conscious thoughts as much as I can, and telling a new story. We'll come on to that in other trainings. So let's dive into this visualization. Before we do the exercise and get started, there are 4 steps to the visualization. Step number 1 is, what are you visualizing? Have an idea of what it is that you want to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, or be aware of. Number 2 is describing it in full detail, or as much detail as you can. And perhaps it might be just describing it as a feeling if you are not a visual visualizer. Number 3, watching yourself like it's a movie. So we are going to be feeling, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, and we're also going to be emotionally experiencing this visualization. And then number 4, after the visualization, and this is the rest of the training, it is all about taking daily action steps to make that visualization your reality. So let's dive into this visualization exercise. This exercise is split into 2 parts. The first part, set an alarm for 4 minutes and write down everything that comes to your mind in the box, in the workbook, when it comes to things that you want to achieve right now, goals that you already have in your mind right now. and just write every single thing down, because this exercise is going to help you take everything that's in your brain, everything you feel like you want to achieve, and it's going to help us to get this down to 2 goals that you will focus on for the 25-day sprint part of this program. That's the first part. So if you want to press pause now and set that alarm and do that activity. Welcome back. The next stage is another 4-minute alarm. This is going to be where you answer these 8 questions below to narrow down all of the things that came up in the previous exercise that you feel that you want to focus on right now in your life, and to narrow those down just to 2, the 2 most important things that you will focus on. There is no right or wrong answer for what those 2 are. There is only progress, progress, progress. Right here, right now, where are you in your life? Are you somewhere where you will be able to relax? Are you somewhere where it's quiet? Are you somewhere where you can concentrate? Are you somewhere where you can close your eyes? If you're not, please don't close your eyes while you are operating machinery or driving. Do this exercise when you have time to be able to totally switch off and go to this different state in your brain where you are going to see future you. So make sure, if you aren't, turn this training off, come back to it. But if you are, get comfy, get cozy, get your notebook, have it ready, because now we are going to close our eyes, if that feels comfortable to you. If you don't want to close your eyes, just try and softly gaze at something. So you can set that alarm and answer those questions on your own, or you can do this guided visualization with me right here, right now. We'll put some music on and we will go through all of these questions, and you can just sit there, think about your answers, close your eyes, or if you don't want to close your eyes, look at something with a soft gaze and just allow your subconscious mind to bring up all of the answers. Then at the end of that 4 minutes, grab your notebook and start writing down the answers. Again, equally, you can do this exercise and then you can do it again yourself. There is no right or wrong to this. Trust yourself. So let's go. Question number 1. What is future you doing in 25 days' time? What can you see them doing? Where are they in the world? Are they where you are right now? Are they somewhere else? Are they at work? Are they at home? Are they in a meeting room? Where is future you, and what are they doing? See if you can really visualize that. And if you can't see it visually, can you feel it? What does it feel like they are doing? And then question number 2, what does life look like in 25 days' time? Does it look tidy? Does it look shiny? Does it look happy? Does it look possible? What does it look like? What are the things that you regularly think about when you think about after something? After something's happened, it is going to look like that. What are the rooms in your home going to look like? Number 3, what does life feel like in 25 days' time? Does it feel calmer? Does it feel more peaceful? Do things feel possible? Does it feel hopeful? Does it feel optimistic? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel new? Does it feel different? Do you feel happy? Is this what happiness is? Write it down. Visualize it. Number 4, what does it smell like? Does it smell like coffee? Does it smell like baking? Does it smell like fresh grass? Maybe it smells like sea air. Maybe it smells like mountain air. Maybe it smells like that forest air after it's rained. Maybe it smells like that perfume that you love, that you spray whenever you're going somewhere exciting. We all have that perfume, that aftershave that we put on. Maybe it smells like that special moisturizer that you're saving. What does this life taste like in 25 days' time? Does it taste like coffee? Does it taste like tea? Does it taste like matcha? Does it taste like water? Does it taste like lemon water? Does it taste like the food that you're eating because that's where you are right now? Then number 6, what are you prepared to let go of to get what you want? What thoughts keep coming back? What's coming up for you right now? What annoying thought is bugging you right now? The one that wants you to turn this off, the one that wants you to stop. What are you prepared to let go of? Number 7, what does having it all mean to you? At the end of 25 days, you've got what you want. You've achieved your 2 goals. You're living this happy, peaceful, exciting, colourful life. What does having it all mean to you? Does it mean you can move forward? Does it mean you can stop stopping yourself? Does it mean you can dare to dream? Number 8. Are you actually committed to trying something new? Or do you just think you want to? Do you just want to do the things because you've seen other people do the things? Or do you really want to do the things? It's time to get real with yourself. You're the only one who knows the answers to these questions. I'm going to go silent so that you can sit and ponder on all the things that have come up for you. And then at the end, pick up your notebook, pick up your journal, pick up your workbook, and write down everything. How was that? Oh my goodness, I am so excited for you. It was Zig Ziglar who said, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. If you can see it, if your heart wants it, it is possible for you. You wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't be able to dream it if it wasn't possible. And I know that today it feels perhaps like it is such a long way off in the future. It seems that there are so many steps you need to take. And believe me, trust me, hear me, for all of us, there are so many steps we need to take. But once we start taking them, it stops becoming steps and it starts becoming our life. It stops being hard and it starts being fun. It stops being a struggle and it starts being our reality. Because you can reprogram your brain, you can have whatever you want It all starts right here, right now. I'm so excited. Keep writing, keep dreaming. It's possible. It's your time. Your success story starts here. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, how was that? I can't wait to hear more about your future vision. Please, please, please leave a comment if you're watching this on YouTube, or send me a DM on one of the social media platforms. All my links to all of the social media are in the show notes. I cannot wait to hear what it is that you saw in that exercise. And feel free to do it again and again and again. Please also share this episode with a friend or a colleague or a family member, because as the tide rises, so do all the ships. Life is really, really exciting at the moment. So many things are becoming apparent that were never apparent before, and it really is our time to start over again. As you heard in that training, Zig Ziglar said, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And the Reset Your Success Story program is all about goal setting, but you cannot achieve the goals if you can't even visualize the life that you want those goals to go within. So it all fits together, and that is the first step. Reset Your Success Story is for you if your life is good right now, but you know that it could be better. It's also for you if you're over other people getting what you want. Why can't you have it too? Well, you can, and that's what this program and training will help make possible. It's also for you if you are fed up of living the same day over and over again. If life is quite simply sleep, eat, work, repeat, sleep, eat, work, repeat. And you are living for the weekends, you are living for the holidays, you are living for the opportunity to someday, one day, when I've got this done. Well, no, you don't have to wait. You can have it now. It's a self-study program with 10 micro trainings for you to consume at your own pace. It's online. You can do it wherever you want to do it. One of the things I love to do with the trainings that I am regularly buying, because I love to keep learning, is I will often play them while I'm making my dinner. I'll sometimes play them while I'm eating my dinner. If I'm fed up of the podcast, if I'm fed up of the TV shows, I'll listen to one of the trainings that I've bought and do the exercises, do the homework. The other place that I love to listen to my trainings and episodes on is when I'm in the shower. I'll turn up the volume. If there's something I missed, I know I can always rewind it and go back again. But this is just how I sandwich in my learning in and around a busy life. And maybe one of these ways will work for you too. But experiment, try it out, and see what happens. It comes with a workbook and a 25-day sprint journal, because as you discovered, the program is split into two parts. The first part is the mindset, the masterclass, the training and the theory. Then the second part is the action. And this is why this program works so, so well, because shelf development is what happens when we just learn another thing, put it on the shelf, buy another book, put it on the shelf. We are not actually developing ourselves. So the 25-day sprint part of the program is where the rubber hits the road, and you actually start walking out your goals and taking it step by step by step, getting closer to the success that it is that you want, and jumping the timeline, because there is a version out there of you who already has everything that you want. You sometimes glimpse it, you sometimes dream about it. That's why it's in your consciousness, it's in your awareness. And that frustration is your sign that it is so your time right here, right now. The program comes with a progress tracker as well, so that you can keep yourself accountable. And at the end of it, you get a graduation certificate and a graduation training. It's lifetime access, so you can fit it in and around your commitments. And it is for you if you'd love to work with a coach, but it's not currently in your budget because it's set up in a self-coaching style. I have trained as a coach, worked with many clients in a coaching capacity, so I understand how to help people to coach themselves, because coaches are not meant to be somebody that you work with forever and ever. They're meant to be somebody that you work with for the period of time, for the thing that it is that you want to achieve. Use the code podcast20 at the checkout to get the podcast exclusive 20% discount. If you've got any questions, you can always email us at enquiries@successbydesigntraining.com. The links again are all in the show notes. I'm so excited that we got to hang out today for this episode. I can't wait to hear. It really, really is your time, my friend. There has never been a better time. And the clock of life is always ticking. If you have listened to the podcast before, you know my story. I went on a work business trip and overnight I had a stroke. I had a near-death experience. This is why I do what I do. This is why I am so passionate about helping people to make the leap, to take the action before something dramatic has to happen to wake them up. If you are listening to this podcast regularly, if things are coming up for you, then now is your time. Grab this training. The links are all in the show notes, and make sure you use that podcast exclusive 20% discount. Until next time, my friend, stay safe, stay well, and remember, it is your time. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you loved what you heard, be sure to let me know by leaving a review so I can keep the good stuff coming. Come and say hi on Instagram at Success by Design Training, or visit my website, successbydesigntraining.com, or connect with me on LinkedIn. Just search Abigail Barnes. Until next time, don't forget, you are amazing and it's your time.